there's so many ways to use branded merchandise for your business, but we're sitting here with Amy from Inch, and she knows a lot about this stuff. And you want like the greatest, newest thing. And there's so much out there, Amy. I mean, what is like the latest, newest thing in merchandise?
Everybody asks me that. Everybody says, okay, we want something really new and unique and cutting edge. Well, let's face it, there's not really new things out there. There's cool features or upgrades to products, but there's not new cutting edge things every day. So a thing that I think people fail to miss is a classic. Classics are always, get people's attention, and they're great.
Got some cool classics here. I mean, this is a Chuck Taylor,
yes.
guys.
So this line is fantastic. They take classics and put a really cool twist on it. So today I brought in Nick to talk about these shoes.
Hey, Nick, good to meet you.
Hey, you guys, thanks for having me. Yeah, we're really excited about our product. Like you said, Amy, a twist on a classic. These shoes, being that they're so well known for so many years, and we do just about every major brand you can think of. It really speaks to a demographic, and yeah, you're able to either go crazy or go subtle, and ultimately you're creating conversation pieces. Everyone likes to show off their shoes if it's something different, and it's not a thing that you see so common. It was a very tricky product to develop a way to decorate like we have, and you can see that there with the shoes we have.
Well, you mentioned like you can go crazy or not, and this is a great example. I mean, it gets Chuck Taylor. First of all, really cool brand. I mean, that's a brand name. This is really wild. Or, here's another Chuck Taylor that pretty much looks like a Chuck Taylor, but just really subtle, has got a logo back here. So it's kind of neat the way...
subtle colors.
Oh, yeah. So it's kind of neat the way you can, whatever your brand is about and whoever you're saying thank you or I like you to with it.
This was
great opportunities here.
Another cool way to do this is a commemorative piece. This obviously is in the corporate colors. The logo's here. And I noticed over here, it's commemorating the internship program. And then back here is the date of that program. So they're really great as commemorative pieces too.
That's very neat. I'm curious, Nick, I mean, in terms of the other, folks that you've supplied, I mean, how have some companies used this as a gift, like tied it into what they do?
Oh, there's a ton of ways. So, for example, one is live events, right? So, we have companies that set up sort of similar to the display that you see there, where they have a variety of shoes, where the guests who maybe maybe it's a conference, maybe it's a reward event, where they've all come in from out of town, and part of the gifting suite is where they get to choose. They can try on a shoe, they can choose what they want, and then we'll drop ship it to them later. Because who's got room for a pair of shoes in their luggage when they're going back? So that's really cool, because then also we don't have to make a ton of these and fill from stock. So we can be really smart on how we do the fulfillment, so that we're not making all these extra pairs and costing a bunch of extra money and waste. So that's one way. Another way is to even go super custom. So even your smaller, more exclusive sort of clients that want to get even their names on it, they can be personalized that much. So we see orders in the dozens that go to that. Then we see orders in the hundreds of thousands, or hundreds and thousands rather, that can be for a certain group. When you have a big company like the red shoes there, that was for a very specific internship program that ended up being several hundred pairs, and actually is an ongoing program. So we can set things up like that. We also have other setups where we do even individual one pair drop shipping, where we have a website set up that maybe the company, it's a salesperson or someone that has unlocked a certain reward at that company that automatically gets a pair of shoes sent to them. So we've seen stuff like that. When you're dealing with footwear too, and then you're dealing with, male, female, and certain age groups, maybe some people really like the subtle design, but then others really want the crazy, colorful design. Well, with us, you can do both and still get the same price on the total overall order. Cause like I said, we're only, fulfilling just the sizes needed. So there's a lot you can really do. We've seen, people use these as, invitations, in the athletic and collegiate space, even beverages are a big one. Really any company, because like we said at the beginning, it's trying to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes you got to just look at the products we're already wearing and we're already using and see, oh, well, how can we make this cooler? And so I think that's really what we did.
Well, definitely cooler. I mean, this is a really interesting gift in terms of, like, this is something you want to show off.
Yeah,
I'm not necessarily carrying around my water bottle all the time. This is like, I want to wear this stuff. I mean, it's really groovy. So you must be really excited about having Nick supplying you and being able to offer folks this kind of merchandise.
Absolutely.
So, hey, if somebody's watching and is thinking, I'm going to try on a pair of these or whatever, what's the next step for them to get in touch with you?
I believe there's a link below, or you can also call us.
Thanks a lot for watching. And hey, Nick, thanks a lot for filling us in on these shoes.
Thank you.
Hey, Brandy and Amy, thanks for having me.